This segment brought to you by Kansas Corn. Learn more at kscorn.com.
The ruckus, to put it mildly, that Wheat Streak Mosaic has created in the 2017 Kansas wheat crop, especially in the western parts of the state, where that disease has caused massive losses to producers where it's really taken hold. As we've spoken of before, the complicating factor with Wheat Streak Mosaic is that there is no effective fungicide response to it. Therefore, where it takes hold in a wheat field, it can really cut loose and dig deeply into yields. Kansas State University researchers have now identified a gene that will provide resistance to the Wheat Streak Mosaic virus. The so-called WSM3 gene is just the third gene known to provide resistance to wheat streak, and the first that can do so at outdoor temperatures of 75 degrees Fahrenheit and higher. The first two genes known to provide resistance to the virus, WSM1, that was identified by K-State scientists about 25 years ago, and WSM2, which was discovered by researchers at Colorado State University. But those two genes only provide protection in lower temperatures. The technology has improved considerably since then, to where they eventually identified WSM3, also derived from wheatgrass.
6 years ago, we had a whole arm translocation, and once we had this one, we used directed chromosome engineering to shorten the intermedium segment to make it smaller, and finally came up with a chromosome which only had a small piece of this wheatgrass chromosome attached, integrated into the wheat genome, and this was we named WSM3.
And used in combination with WSM1 or WSM2, this warmer weather-friendly WSM3 could become part of a breeding mix that could give producers much-needed relief from wheat streak mosaic troubles.
We have produced now recombinant chromosomes which have much, much smaller segments, and we are screening these lines now if they still maintain the WSM3 gene. And this material will be then distributed to breeding companies and is the stuff which will go into cultivar development.
As Burns said, it's been a quarter of a century of diligent research work to get to this point.
25 years to come from here to a whole arm to here. 25 years. We actually started about 7 years ago, so much shorter to get from here to here, although it was much more difficult.
Tarwater Farm and Home has been family-owned and operated since its beginning in 1978. What you need for farm and agriculture, lawn and garden, clothing and footwear, and so much more. You'll be surprised at what you'll find in this huge store. They have what you need and lots of it. So come take a look. You'll discover that customer service is first and foremost. Always has been with the Tarwaters. Tarwater Farm and Home, 4107 North Topeka Boulevard.